I don't know why you guys trusted me. Hey guys, it's Monday and I'm losing my voice, so I sound pretty awesome. It's going to be a cool week, I guess. We were talking about Steve Jobs because if you don't know, like, you've been living under a rock and he died last week. So I think that we should talk about him and talk about Apple and the things that he did. So I am going to make this week Mac versus PC, week, so we can talk about it and see who has Macs and stuff and see the influence that Steve Jobs had on our lives. So I am kind of an Apple nerd girl. I have almost everything Apple. The only thing that isn't Apple that I have is my phone. And trust me, if I could get an iPhone and if I could afford it, I would definitely have one. Last semester, my PC actually died. So I was debating on whether getting a new PC or a Mac, and I chose a Mac, which took all of my money, but it was probably the best investment I have ever, had or made in my entire life, and I love it. And his name is Maxwell, and this is how I film myself for you guys. So without this pretty little Maxwell, you wouldn't have me every week. In fact, you wouldn't have me at all because my other computer is dead. So you would just have a blank screen every single Monday. So thanks Maxwell for that, and thanks Steve Jobs for that, for being incredibly awesome and allowing me to, do this, because without him, truthfully, none of us would be able to do this. He's done so much for the computers and he's done so much for computers in general, and the internet, and everything that we use probably came from Steve Jobs, pretty much, his genius. And I've heard things going around that Steve Jobs wasn't a good guy, but are you? I realize that he wasn't perfect, but he was super smart, and he knew what he was doing with marketing and with design and what people wanted. He was a professional marketer and businessman. So if that's what you want to be, I would study him. I had a communications class and we studied his public speaking. So he may have not been a good guy, but he was a very, very good businessman, and you could learn a ton from him. When he died, he had millions of dollars, so obviously he was doing something right. I kind of just have to show this off, but this is my iPod, and I totally got a Snape case for it, and this is probably the best thing that I've ever gotten in my entire life. Yeah, I kind of have a problem, and it's kind of a creepy problem. I kind of am in love with Alan Rickman, but you guys will all just have to deal with it because I kind of love him. But now I have him on my phone, and I can stare at him all the time. And then yesterday I told my roommate that if you look into his eyes, you will be healed. So when it comes down to Mac and PC, I'm definitely a Mac person. I guess PC is better for gaming, whatever, but I don't game. The only games I play are The Sims, which the Mac can do, so there's no reason for me to get a PC just for gaming. And then, I play on the Xbox, so that it wouldn't even matter. I do more on my Mac. I do videos, I make photos, I do all this creative stuff, so I guess it's just what you're gonna use it for. But I would definitely recommend Mac. Anything Apple, they have great warranties, they have great support. And I love Maxwell. He's like my baby, and I take him everywhere, pretty much. And I have a case on him because I'm super protective, and I call it his clothes, and so he's protected by his clothes. So I love him, and if you get one, you shall love him or her too. Depends on which gender your computer is. So I've creeped you out a lot today because I have some strange love affair with my computer, but I can't really help it because I love it. I missed everyone last week. Well, Michael and Robbie, yeah, you guys were gone and I didn't get to see you. But Michaela, I'm so glad that you're liking school. I missed you the week before, so yeah, don't leave me alone with all these boys again. It's so scary. Mario, we got to play Xbox Live this weekend, and it was so much fun. And if you guys want to play, like, totally hit us up down there, and we'll just have like a Gears party. I'll probably be home this weekend again, so if you want to play, we can totally play. But oh man, I've missed playing Gears with you. It was so much fun. And on Gears 3 they have this thing called Big Head mode, and I love it. And it's weird because your head is ginormous, but yeah, it's huge and I love it. So I can already see that my computer's dying because I don't have it plugged in. So I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Remember who you are and what you stand for. And always remember that I love you.